Hello everyone, it's Pixel again, and here's my review of the last Something Sweet to Bite. We are now on Chapter 17, titled Return to Candyland. So yeah, before we get in, first and foremost, disclaimer, I own nothing. Everything belongs to the rightful owners, so please go and support them and be nice, please. And also, once again, some viewers may find this disturbing, so viewer discretion is advised, please. Anywho, so yeah, so Sunset looks, this chapter starts with Sunset looking behind her after apparently she discovered in the last chapter, at least at the very end, that she's not alone in the Candy Mare's homeworld. Because she finds a tiny little filly who apologizes for startling her, and Sunset asks who is she and how did she get down here? And this little earth pony she has an orange coat and a bright red mane and tail, and she even has like is wearing a green bonnet. And she doesn't even have a cutie mark yet. And the little filly says that she came through a hole a few yards somewhere else. And she didn't know that anyone else was here or if the library belonged to anyone, and that she was only hiding here because apparently this is the one place where the dead ones never come. Yeah, where the dead ones never come, which are the candy zombies. And this little filly explains about that tonight is their harvest night, that they go into the land to make mischief happen. And if they find her, they will torture her and do much worse things to her, especially if she was involved. And the she that the little filly is talking about is the Candy Mare. And she asks Sunset if, like, how do you not know? I thought everyone knew about her. And Sunset tells her that she's just been she's been far away for quite some time. And that she's not even, well, from here. And she asks the little filly how she survived. And the little filly explains that since she's small, she can, crawl into small spaces where the zombies won't be able to fit. And apparently she's been living, like, in this hidden area, so the Candy Mare wouldn't find her. I am so sorry, excuse me. And Sunset and the little filly also says that she's been here by herself. And Sunset is rather surprised because well, she's just a little kid who's apparently been down here by herself. And she asks about her parents, and the little filly says that they're not alive anymore. And sorry about that. And Sunset, of course, apologizes for that, but the little filly tells her that she reassures her that it's okay, but she actually introduces herself, and her name is actually Pumpkin Patch. And yeah, Sunset, of course, introduces herself, and she's actually surprised that, well, more amazed that Pumpkin has been able to survive all by herself. And Pumpkin Patch... Sorry about that. Pumpkin Patch says that it wasn't easy, but... And there are a few other survivors, but it's less and less every day, and she fears that it's going to be just her and the candy zombies. Sorry about that. But Sunset tells her that she is going to put a stop to the candy mare and that she won't let it happen. But Pumpkin Patch tells her if it's true, then what are you gonna do? But Sunset, she doesn't give out too much information on how she's going to stop all this. But Pumpkin says that she doesn't doubt that many have tried before Sunset to try and stop the candy mare, but have failed, and asks her what she thinks, why she will succeed. And Sunset shows Pumpkin Patch the book. And of course she asks, Pumpkin Patch, I am so sorry, I cannot speak. And Pumpkin Patch asks, how will the book help? And Sunset explains about one of the versions of the story where Princess Luna was able to bind the candy mare so that she would sleep in the earth. But it appears that Luna did much more than that. Apparently, Luna was able to split the curse that the candy mare was from her own body and left her to be nothing more than just a shadow in eternal sleep. Basically, it seems that Luna basically turned her to stone rather than just Earth. And yeah, but Pumpkin Patch tells Sunset that she's seen the Candy Mare and her body doesn't seem to be sealed away. But Sunset tells her that the Candy Mare doesn't have a real body. At least not... Yeah, she doesn't have a real body anymore, so... She had one once over many moons ago before... when she was defeated by Princess Luna. And yeah, basically how... Yeah, and of course the rest of the story on how the Candy Mare and Nightmare Moon kind of become, like, intertwined with one another. But there's still one problem. Apparently, there were pieces of the Candy Mare... Well, pieces of her body that were scattered. And it seems that that was supposed to be Luna's victory. And yeah, it basically... Yeah, it was supposedly Luna's victory over the Candy Mare. And Pumpkin Patch asks Sunset what she plans to do when she finds the Candy Mare's original... Sorry about that. Yeah, she asks Sunset what she plans to do when she finds the Candy Mare's original body. And Sunset tells her that she's going to destroy it. But Pumpkin Patch asks why, since the Candy Mare clearly doesn't need it anymore and she can move about Equestria freely. And she doesn't seem to and whatever Luna did to her doesn't seem to be working anymore. But Sunset tells her that the curse that made the Candy Mare still moves. And she explains to Pumpkin Patch that, she explains how she basically created a new body, since the Candy Mare is not a real pony, she's just a curse and a spirit. And she thinks if she destroys the Candy Mare's original body, then it will stop the curse. And Pumpkin Patch actually says that she is going to help Sunset. And she tells Sunset where they can find a book titled Luna's Victory. But she requires a favor in return for her help, and yeah, And Sunset agrees, but she doesn't really trust Pumpkin Patch. Because, well, she just seems, well, yeah, she basically just escaped from a bunch of monsters and then... But regardless, she does lead Sunset to the Forbidden Archives. And yeah. And as Pumpkin Patch leads Sunset there, she realizes how much all of Equestria has changed. Because she expected the city to be in, well, ruins. But no, like the grass is made out of bubble gum. Like there's a really sickly sweet smell in the air. Yeah, basically just everything looks like it's made out of candy. Like even the trees are now candy canes. And there's even a bridge made out of gingerbread. And of course there's also, yeah, just everything, like, yeah, it's basically kind of like, well, I'll save that for the end, but yeah, so Pumpkin Patch leads, bleh, I cannot speak. She leads Sunset to the center of the town. But the zombies are also there because they start to hear singing and laughter, and as well as screaming. And they actually start to... Luckily... Well, Pumpkin Patch actually reveals that if the zombies can't find any fresh meat, they will try to eat each other. And, yeah. So, yeah, and they basically go to sleep during the day and they come back at night. And Pumpkin Patch is worried that they're going to get caught, but Sunset reassures her that no, they're not going to catch us, since she now has her magic and spells that can help. That can basically help, well, both herself and Pumpkin. And so yeah, they continue on their way while avoiding the candy zombies and basically anything else that could give them away. And Sunset they actually make it to the maze in Canterlot, where she sees that the vines are now made out of licorice and are forming around the statue of Discord. Yeah. But Sunset and Pumpkin Patch do make it to their destination, which appears to be a statue of a mare. Which seems to be where the Candy Mare's real body has been sealed away. Sorry about that. And Sunset says that this has to be it. And Pumpkin Patch says that, tells her if she says so, and also it's time to know about what favor she wants from Sunset. So Sunset tells her that she will uphold her end of the bargain. But she also tells her that their time is short, but Pumpkin Patch tells her that it won't take long. And once she steps out of the shadows, Pumpkin Patch doesn't have eyes. And without warning, Pumpkin Patch places her hoof on Sunset's forehead. And that is where this chapter ends. Oh boy. So, yeah, apparently, like, it seems like, I mean, I have seen this story before, and I also have read Home Sweet Home, A Candy Mare's Tale, so, yeah. But, yeah, it seems like it is kind of rather refreshing to see Sunset basically finding an ally this time around rather than... I mean, given everything she's been through, it's a bit of a breather, to say the least. I am so sorry, excuse me. I am terribly sorry about that, excuse me. I am just so sorry. Pardon. Anywho, but yeah, like I said, it's nice to see Sunset, gain a supposed ally in Pumpkin Patch. And speaking of Pumpkin Patch, it seems that it seems that she knows a lot about the Candy Mare. And it seems, and it also, she also reveals what happened to the candy zombies in this world. Like, since the Candy Mare pretty much runs the world, well, at least this world, well, more or less, yeah, she devoured it. And since there's apparently no food left for them, it seems that they've been resorting to eating each other. And once again, this reminds me a lot about the Marvel zombies. Because, well, and also, spoiler alert for the Marvel zombie comics, because there's a part where, Ant-Man, or Giant Man, I should say, sorry about that, but yeah, Hank, he basically bites off, his wife's head and says that they taste terrible. So yeah, it kind of reminded me of that, like how the Marvel zombies can't... Well, they can eat each other, they just... It just doesn't sustain them. But for the candy zombies, it seems that it... like, it does still taste terrible to them, but it seems to at least... Although I could be wrong, it probably doesn't sustain them, but it seems to, like... well, keep them at ease, since they don't... Apparently there's no more food left for them. But, yeah, and also, it seems that, yeah, like I said, Pumpkin Patch seems to have a connection with the Candy Mare. Although we're not gonna know quite yet, even though, I am so sorry, I am just terrible. I am just terrible today. Anywho, but yeah, but we're not gonna know what connection Pumpkin Patch has to the Candy Mare just yet, and even how she managed to, well, survive this long. Because frankly, if she... It seems that even... Like, I get the feeling probably Pumpkin Patch... Like, she basically managed somehow to find regular food and water to... you know, to survive, but frankly, how did Pumpkin Patch survive all this? And yeah, there's still the whole, you know, like, she managed to find small spaces that she can hide in. And, what else? Oh yeah, and also, like, it seems that, I have to say, like, to me at least, Canterlot and all of Equestria now seems like a twisted version of Candyland. And, yeah, like, you know, like the board game. Yeah, like the board game Candyland. I am so sorry about that, but yeah, and I have to admit, I also kind of like the interaction between Sunset and Pumpkin Patch, because frankly, it's oddly kind of adorable. Like, it almost kind of felt sisterly. But yeah, it just, to me at least, it kind of felt like, you know, it kind of felt sisterly to me. It's just, it was, and yeah, once again, it was nice to see Sunset find a potential ally in Pumpkin Patch. I am. Anywho, sorry. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now. And oh, and also before I sign off, there was also like a lot of things about some more information about the history between the Candy Mare and Princess Luna. Because when Luna supposedly sealed the Candy Mare away with the power of the light from the light of the moon, it seems that that was her victory. And there was even a statue that was made for it. Like in, well, her honor. And also where the Candy Mare's body was sealed away. So, yeah, like, that was a nice little bit of information about I am so sorry about that. Yeah, it was a nice little bit of information about the Candy Mare and Luna. And yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed, and thank you all for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!